So let's dive right into our discussion topic here. First one is what movie 20-plus years old still holds up today? So stop and think about that. 20 years. That's 2001 because it was 20 years ago today Halo Combat Evolved was first released. Frank in the Twitch chat said, Trojan Condoms is a brand worth it. That's not something where you want to buy a generic brand, I'll tell you that. Captain Hammer says Jurassic Park holds up. I think that's probably one of the top dogs a leader in the clubhouse, if you will. When it comes to a movie that's 20 years or older that still holds up, somehow, some way, the effects in that movie, it's still better than anything out there. Oh, okay, not better than anything out there, but it's still better than a lot of the garbage that they're shilling out now, man. Gosh, what was it? There's a movie. Buzz and I went to go see, I want to say it was The Magnificent Seven? Is it Magnificent Six? Whatever the hell it is. Chris Pratt was in the movie. I think Denzel Washington was in it. It was a great Western movie. But in the previews, no, actually, I take it back. I think it was for Star Wars, one of the Star Wars movies. And it was something about Egypt. And like watching the trailer, he and I were like, that looks like garbage. The CGI, it's kind of like The Rock in The Mummy 2 when they have him come out as the Scorpion King. We've talked about that on the stream before. Whoa, that was terrible. Oh, Frank, dropping it like it's hot. Demolition Man. I even had... There was a story that I saved over on Reddit where somebody was specifically talking about Demolition Man. Think about the things that thing predicted. Fancy Taco Bells, right? It's in there. Cancel culture. Having to be too friendly. I still want to know what those 3 shells were. Do we have any guesses on that? What the 3 shells were? How you using that to wipe your ass? See if I can find my Demolition Man in here. Yeah, somebody posted this on Reddit. Demolition Man is one of the most critically under-acclaimed movies of all time. The person says this movie should have a far higher rating than what it does. I don't know why it doesn't. It's one of the best crossovers between action and campy sci-fi I've ever seen. And that was Sandra Bullock at like the height of Sandra Bullock, wasn't it? Or was that right on the beginning of the incline for her?
I think that was the beginning because she did Speed after that, right?
Was that the order it was? It was that and then Speed. Okay, yeah, so that was at the very beginning. This person goes on to say, it also makes me wonder why there isn't a UHD release of this movie. What seems to be your boggle, fellow patrons? It's not only for Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes, and Sylvester Stallone in their prime. It also has the perfect blend of action, sci-fi, and humor. Now, don't forget Dennis Leary. Remember, he was the dude living in the sewers. It's also surprisingly accurate at this point in time. With the artificial intelligence, driverless cars, virtual assistants. Yeah, dude. What year was that supposed to take place? Oh, if you can hear me typing, I'm using Opera GX now. Tyler, you converted to Opera GX for your internet browser, right?
I did.
Both Tyler and I have switched over. Now, the problem is there's certain things I still have to go through like a Google Chrome for. Like, when I was trying to watch that Sunday Night Football game last night. And the DirecTV stream, it's not supported on Opera GX, so I had to switch back over to Chrome for that. Oh, David B says Tombstone. Oh, my God. That is a great... I think that might be... So far, I think 2 of my top 3 favorite movies have been mentioned. That would be Jurassic Park and Demolition Man. Are those anywhere near your top, Tyler?
I would definitely go with Tombstone. That's one of the greatest of all time. But I went super old.
Super old?
The Maltese Falcon. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, my goodness. No, I have not. Is this why you were looking up the Thin Man earlier?
Yes.
I was sitting there getting frustrated with my computer. I swear to God, Everything that was happening over at the Sibret's house that could go wrong went wrong. Everything would be set up. I would have all the systems ready to go. I would start the music, and then the music was nothing but static. And it happened like 5 times in a row. So Tyler got to see me get very frustrated. And that was calm, Tyler. So stop and think about that.
Yeah, you're lucky you left when you did. The police were on their way.
David B says Alien is also a good one. Yeah, I'd say that one holds up pretty well. The original Star Wars, I don't know if it holds up. I mean, for us, the people obviously I was not even born yet when it was released. But I think those of us that really grew up on it, yeah. But I know a lot of people who they'll go watch that original movie and it doesn't quite hold up for them. Captain Hammer says, I think a lot of people are going to look at effects-heavy movies and see what holds up. But simple stuff like The Shawshank Redemption still works well. I would agree with that. I don't think I've actually seen that front to back. I'm pretty sure I've seen the entire movie, but I've never sat down and watched it from beginning to end. Demolition Man came out in 1993. What year is that supposed to take place in? 2032, so we're still 11 years away from that. And it was 1996 when they froze Simon Phoenix. In 2032, the city of San Angeles, a megalopolis, formed from the merger of Los Angeles, San Diego, and Santa Barbara, is a seemingly peaceful utopia designed and run by Dr. Raymond Cocteau. Is that what his name was? It's a great movie. Gotta watch that one again. Master of Puppets says Green Mile still holds up. Never seen that one either. And I love Michael Clark Duncan, man. That guy was awesome. So kind of piggybacking on this conversation too, we can also talk about what's your comfort movie? What is a movie that you can always turn to that will make you feel good? If it's on, chances are you're going to watch it. Mine was Garden State, oddly enough. The Zach Braff movie with Natalie Portman. I think the first time I saw it, I was in a really weird headspace in my life. The soundtrack, I think, had a lot to do with it as well. I don't know why. It's one of those movies that if I was ever feeling down or if I was ever kind of in a bad space, I would pop in Garden State. Master of Puppets says, Back to the Future. Which one? Does it still hold up, or are we talking comfort movie here? This is where you guys got to keep up with me, man. Look, it's been a crazy week. I've done so many PowerPoints in the past week. This is why I wasn't able to stream last week, because I had a whole bunch of other work and stuff that I was doing. But now the goal is to jump back into the streaming here. Noon, Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Tuesdays. Thursdays is still a giant question mark because my kid is getting ready for the Nutcracker. So she has ballet practice pretty much every day. She has aerials class at least twice a week. So it's going to be quite the juggling act coming up, I'll tell you that. Oh, Captain Hammer says comfort movie. Down Periscope. You ever seen Down Periscope, Tyler?
Yes, it's hilarious.
That's a great movie. Who was it? Kelsey Grammer? Harlan Williams? Oh, gosh, who else was in that? It's a bunch of the actors whose names I can't remember, but if you've never seen Down Periscope is great. I think one of the reasons too why that was oh yeah, that's right, Rob Schneider. He plays kind of one of the bad guys in it. Like not a bad guy, but he plays a dick. But yeah, that was one of those movies that I think it was Comedy Central. It was always on, and I would always watch it every single time. Great movie, man. Good pick. As always, if you're tuning into the podcast version of this, if you ever want to reach out, maybe let me know what your comfort movie is, or what's a movie that's over 20 years old that still holds up to this day. You can always head over to Instagram. You can find me over there at The Real Brandalorian, and shoot me a message. Let me know what you're thinking. Tyler puts The Princess Bride as his comfort movie into the Twitch chat. You know you have a microphone, right?
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to interrupt you while you're riffing there.
Yeah, you're all good. We'll find the flow eventually here. So should I tell everybody what the big surprise is for tomorrow? See how many people we have in Twitch. Yeah, it should be enough people there to unveil the fact that we're going to start. So essentially, again, I know this has been really rough because I keep saying this is the schedule we're going to stick to, and then I'm not able to stick to it because other things have popped up. We were wanting to pop in at noon today, but obviously that didn't happen because we had a whole bunch of other things going on. It just became a gigantic train wreck. So, so what we're looking at now is Mondays and Wednesdays at noon, gaming at 6 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesdays, and then Thursdays we're going to have to figure something out. Tyler, we might have to game during the day, maybe. I'm not really sure.
No, we'll figure it out.
And so tomorrow, very special guest, there will be a dual stream, if you will. So you have to pick your favorite member of Rockstar 101 because Shim Moore and myself, we're going to be throwing down on some Xbox games. We're going to pick the game today. I think he has Xbox Game Pass, so I think we're just going to try to pick a game off that. I told him the new Forza, the one that they have out where it's like you're down in Mexico, because the graphics just look insane. I think that would be kind of a cool one to do because I think a racing game is a real fun, quick, easy one you can kind of pick up on, and he and I racing each other should be pretty entertaining. And, yeah, so we'll go from there. And oh, I just saw your message. Hi, is it, let's say hi, Tyler's mom. She's still in here? She is. Hi, Tyler's mom. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I think my mom's in here, too. She is. Hi, Mom. How you doing? She got to hear me vent and be completely frustrated for 10 minutes today as I was driving back from the Sivret's house when everything was crashing and the world was coming to an end. Oh, and then I go to get on the freeway and the on-ramp was closed. Oh, my God. It's one of those days, man. And I got a really cool shirt, too. Look at this. I'm going to stand up for you guys here on the Twitch stream. It's my Mandalorian shirt. We went out to the outlet mall this past weekend. The two must stops every single time. It's the Disney store, because we still have ours, thank God. Most of them closed down. I know the one over in Round Rock did. But it's the Disney store, which is where I got this. And then we also got to stop at Bath & Body Works, man. Got to get my candles. It smells like a Christmas tree farm here in my office because, well, this one's called Tree Farm. And it's delightful.